a while ago. It's hot out here, but you tough it out like an old brigalow. From the back of the Channel country across the western plains, the roads are straight and dusty, and the folks are much the same. Roots run strong and deep out here in a hat town, and we'll carry on down through the years in a hat town. Well, it might be Thargomindah, might be Barkley Downs. There's a pub and a store and not much more. You're living in an old hat town. Stuck out in a heat haze, a half-mile 60 zone. Just a ragtag bunch of buildings made of wood and tin and stone. There's a swag of stories, most of them are true, of how the locals pass the hat around, pull each other through. Roots run strong and deep out here in a hat town, and we'll carry on down through the years in a hat town. Well, it might be Thargomindah, it might be Barkley Downs. There's a pub and a store and not much more. You're living in an old hat town. Bushies tried and true, and we're out here for the long haul, not just blowing through. Roots run strong and deep out here in a hat town, and we'll carry on down through the years in a hat town. From the back of the Channel country and across the dusty downs, there's a pub and a store and not much more. You're living in an old hat town. Yeah. You're the lady. Living in a hat town. Living in an old hat town. You're the lady. Living in a hat town. Living in an old hat town. To rope the load, I got dust and grit from head to toe. And I may not look such a pretty sight, but I got what I own and I'm doing alright. By the end of the week I'm strapped for cash, driving old HT, she's not too flash. Big bench seat and a radio, she gets me anywhere that I wanna go. Well, I'm not the kind who likes to boast, but I got all the things that matter most. And the more you have, the more you've got to lose. And so the bare essentials get me through. I got an old straight dog, seen better days, no pedigree and unsociable ways. And ever since the day that he wandered in, I've had myself a true and faithful friend. But I'm not the kind who likes to boast, but I got all the things that matter most. And the more you have, the more from way back when. Some folks don't think too much of them. Rough around the edges, they get around, but they won't walk away when the chips are down. Well, I'm not the kind who likes to boast, but I got all the things that matter most. And I'm having too much fun just making do. And the bare essentials get me through. Yeah, the more you have, the more you've got to lose. So the bare essentials get me through. Yeah, the bare essentials get me through. Turn timber into good stockyard rails. This bag knows the burden of toil. Between fixing up fences and falling behind, well, I reckon I've been through it all. Never knew I had feelings like this. So much could change with a kiss. And it's just me and you, and the gone to windy moon. All at once the world is standing still, with the moonlight in your hair and the softness of your skin, taking me somewhere I've never been. Gone to windy moon. I've spent all of my life out on these black flood plains. I've wandered these paddocks alone, with the moon on my shoulder, silent old friend. I lived in a world of my own. There's a new light in my life, and I can't help this feeling inside. It's just me and you, and the gone to windy moon. All at once the world is standing still, with the moonlight in your hair and the softness of your skin, taking me somewhere I've never been. Gone to windy moon. Change with a kiss. Just me and you, and the gone to windy moon. All at once the world is standing still, with the moonlight in your hair and the softness of your skin, taking me somewhere I've never been. Gone to windy moon. Gone to windy Well, I did the ring around and I rolled into town with the blows. Stuck in third gear and the old girl was blowing some smoke. Well, me and the boys are a handpicked fraternity. We've made a solemn vow to take our fun seriously. It's good to know there's a few of us left. We're still hanging in. We may not be politically correct, but it's good to know there's a few of us left. We're a pack of old dogs with a stack of even older tricks. But if something ain't broke, then you've got yourself nothing to fix. And a whole bunch of do-gooders aren't about to spoil the show. We've been handed a tradition and we're not about to let it go. It's good to know there's a few of us left. We're still hanging in. And we may not be politically correct, but it's good to know there's a few of us left. Yeah. Country and you work to see her stay on her feet. If you're proud of the diggers and you'd love to see the palms get beat. If you've been known to let your head down and cut loose occasionally, then raise your right hand and repeat these words after me. Well, it's good to know, it's good to know, it's good to know there's a few of us left. We're still hanging in. We may not be politically correct. It's good to know there's a few of us left. It's good to know that we're still having fun when everything's said and done. We may be down, but we're not done yet. It's good to know there's a few of us over there. I've spent some time out in the cane fields, headed west to Lightning Ridge. I've seen every lonely roadhouse, from Charleville to Murray Bridge. I see your face in every shadow, I hear your voice upon the wind. The more I try to forget you, the more your memory rushes in. When the snow falls on the alleys and it floods at Tilbury, when the road freezes over, that's when I'll stop loving you. just like the end of the rainbow. You're always just out of reach. We parted in a moment that I've been leaving you for years. So don't ask me where I'm going, 'cause I won't know till I arrive. Oh, you're 1,000 miles behind me. You're never far from my mind. When the snow falls on the alleys and it floods it till the roof, I'll lay my burden down. My waiting will be through. Till then you'll find me on the highway, just somewhere beyond the blue. When the road freezes over, that's when I'll stop loving you. Well, the old man died in summer when the grass was dry and brown. The long hard road he'd traveled had finally reached the end. He was out on the veranda writing letters to his daughters when he heard the curlew calling, and he just put down his pen. Well, he did 2 years in Changi in the big Pacific War. He'd been to hell and back again, somehow came through it all. His most prized possession was the banjo that he made. As he built it all around him, he watched his comrades fall. He'd play the Changi banjo made of tin. Bridge piece was the rising sun from off the slouch hat brim. Had a broomstick neck and nails to peg the strings. To the memory of his fallen mates, the Changi banjo rings. When he came ashore in Sydney like a ghost of skin and bone, no one recognized the man behind the haunted face. No one knows the sorrows, and only he could tell. Now he's taken one last journey to rest with his old mates. He'll play his Changi banjo made of tin. Bridge piece was the rising sun from off the slouch hat brim. And a broomstick neck and nails to peg nights the Shaggy banjo rings. He'll play the Shaggy banjo made of tin. The rich piece was the rising sun from off the slouch hat brim. He had a broomstick neck and nails to peg the strings. Till the memory of his fallen mates the Shaggy banjo rings. Till the memory of his fallen mates the Shaggy banjo rings. Taking chances. The dust cloud says the rodeo's in town. But you know I love the Bronx, I love the bull ride. There's just one thing that turns my head around. Well, here she comes, kicking up dust, an angel in the saddle, sweet enough to make every wild-eyed dream you've had come true. She breaks my heart, the way she rides spurs me up down deep inside. No one does me quite like cowgirls do what they want to when it feels right in the middle of the day, in the dark of the night. Fiddle with the feelings and the tie up tight. Saddle up, tighten up, giddy up, cowgirls do. You can find them out behind the chutes and fences, strapping chaps and tying numbers on. It's a sight of unparalleled dimension. When she rides through the gate, I'm good as gone. Well, here she comes, kicking up dust, angel in the saddle, sweet enough to make every wild-eyed dream you've had come true. She breaks my heart, the way she rides spurs me up damn deep inside. No one does me quite like cowgirls do what they want to when it feels right in the middle of the day, in the dark of the night. Fiddle with the feelings and the tie up tight. Saddle up, tighten up, giddy up, cowgirls do. Kicking up dust, angel in the saddle, sweet enough to make every wild-eyed dream you had come true. She breaks my heart, the way she rides spurs me up down deep inside. No one does me quite like cowgirls do. Well, here she comes, kicking up dust, angel in the saddle, sweet enough to make every wild-eyed dream you had come true. She breaks my heart, the way she does me quite like cowgirls do. I said no one does me quite like cowgirls do. on the edge of the highway, 2 pumps and a golden fleece. Well, I'm here wiping bugs off the windscreen, dirt and diesel and elbow grease. Out here on this dot on the road map, just a blink and you passed on. Spare a thought for the boy by the Bowser, living in the lignum, dreaming about getting gone. Well, I've heard about the girls on the beaches, and someday I'm gonna get me one. But wait a minute, the bell rings and I'm back in the real world. Check the oil and fill her up some. Out here on this dot on the road map, just a blank and you passed on. Spare a thought for the boy by the Bowser, living in the lignum, dreaming about getting gone. Ticket to freedom with a cracked head out the back on blocks. And just as soon as I knock it together, I'll be gone in a cloud of dust. But I'm out here on this dot on the road map, just a blank and you passed on. Spare a thought for the boy by the Bowser, living in the lignum, dreaming about getting out here on this dot on the road map, just a blank and you passed on. Spare a thought for the boy by the Bowser, living in the lignum, dreaming about getting, living in the lignum, dreaming about getting gone. Dreaming about getting gone. I'm still dreaming about getting gone. Every night and day I'm dreaming about getting gone. Every night and day. The sparks flew ever upward from the glowing Gidgee log. Paddy scraped his plate and threw the scraps over to the dogs. The crackling campfire flickered as the lads rolled out their swags. Then Clary pulled a bottle from his beaten saddlebag. It was out towards the border on a western cattle run. They were rounding up those scrubbers one last time. And they talked about the old days as the coals were burning down. Memories that grow fonder as it passed the bottle round. Henry told a story when his old mate Bill got drunk, how he picked some towy shearers outside the Birdsville pub. And he raised another chuckle when he told as he stepped in, old Bill let loose a blinder and he copped it on the chin. out towards the border on a western cattle run. They were rounding up those scrubbers one last time, and they talked about the old days as the coals were burning down. Memories that grow fonder as they pass the bottle round. Stared into the embers, and quietly he spoke of the night when out near Wogat the Barwon River broke. And he's Kelpie, he was stranded on the other side. When he tried to reach old Paddy, he was taken by the tide. It was out towards the border on a western cattle run. They were rounding up those scrubbers one last time, and they talked about the old days as the coals were burning down. Memories that grow fonder as they pass the bottle round. Towards the border on a western cattle run. They were rounding up those scrubbers one last time, and they talked about the old days as the coals were burning down. Memories that grow fonder as they pass the bottle round. Legend has it years ago, a sound was born and began to grow. The old Texan bodies shoved away, and the brand new beat was here to stay. Miles around, you could hear it coming. Steel guitars and a flat pick strumming, and they told the story of the working man, and the beat spread out across the land. Western beat is alive and kicking, carrying on an age-old tradition. The good old boys are turning up the heat, and the house is shaking to the western beat. So come on, boys, rosin up the bowl. There's fire in the fiddle and the old banjo. Still get till you can't hold it down. Serve it up at the speed of the sound. Every western beat is alive and kicking, carrying on an age-old tradition. The good old boys are turning up the heat, and the house is shaking to the western beat. The western beat is a freight train coming, across the land. Yeah, the Western is alive and kicking, carrying on an age-old tradition. The good old boys are turning up the heat. Yeah, the Western is alive and kicking, carrying on an age-old tradition. The good old boys are turning up the heat, and the country's shaking to the Western beat. He took the dirt road just out of Windora. At last he would hold her again. There was dust on the dashboard from too many miles. For so long she'd waited for him. Out there on that back road, his old GTS packed it in. And she won't make long reach. No, she won't make long reach. It was too long and too far away. She won't make long reach. She caught the taxi to Roma Street Station. She was leaving for Long Reach that day. She promised to meet him, but time had slipped by, and something inside her changed. She stood on the platform and watched as the train pulled away. And she won't make long reach. No, she won't make long reach. It was too long and too far away. She won't make long reach. Down left into Long Reach, but her letter was already there. And alone in that empty hotel room, her words filled his heart with despair. Said she won't make long reach. She won't make long reach. It was too long and too far away. She won't make long reach, long reach, long reach. She won't make long reach. She won't make long reach. Something inside her changed, and she won't said she's finally found somebody new, and now it's your turn to sing the blues. Lonelyville, 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 I'm just about as blue as I can be, and the road that I'm on's heading straight downhill, taking me back to Lonelyville. Now I'm walking these streets on my own, living like a dog without a home, and the sign on the road that I just passed said, welcome to the town of broken hearts. Lonelyville, 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 I'm just about as blue as I can be, and the road that I'm on's heading straight downhill, taking me back to Lonelyville. Me. She stole my heart and threw away the key. Here comes loneliness, my old friend. Looks like I'm moving in again. Lonelyville, 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 I'm just about as blue as I can be, and the road that I'm on's heading straight downhill, taking me back to Lonelyville. Lonelyville, 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 Lonelyville.